All right, here we go. I guess we're live in all of the networks, and welcome to another live stream to talk about facial rig based on facts. And I actually realized I don't have my music on the background, but that's all fine. Let's keep going into the direction that we need to go. And today, I'm not going to waste your time for a single minute. Let's go and check out whatever is happening in my uh, rig currently. Although I would really love to have some music, but you know what? That's life. So let's get going here. So right now, let me jump here to the side, and we are currently working on the eyes and mouth shape, right? So we have already isolated the face, the shapes for the nose wrinkler, and also the upper lip raiser. So now we have a conjunction of most of the shapes of the eye. Now we have the eyes being compressed by the orbicularis oculi, and we have the option to also close the eyes, although the eye is not connected yet. The eye close is not connected. So now that we spoke for a little bit, let me actually get this freaking song going on here because it's unfair. I'm listening to some cool songs. I might as well share with you guys, and I am sorry about that, but here we go. Now we should have something on the background. And yeah, I'm gonna be removing my background as well in a little tiny bit. And yeah, so as usual, we gotta say hi to our friend Bob here, which is always spinning here and giving such a great time for us. He's the one providing the entire face set for this facial rig based on FACS. And we are also receiving comments here. If you'd like to participate, feel free to drop a comment and discuss whatever's going on. Today we had some great news on tech world about some Mac things, and maybe that's a topic for discussion and such a stream, because I'm actually thinking about doing some sort of react about that, and I'm not really sure if that's what the how the facial riggers and riggers around in the industry are using their computers and what type of computers they're using. Uh, Nonetheless, let's keep going. So today what we're going to be doing is working on the mouth shapes and getting Bob here a nice smile, or at least beginning to work around that. So to do that, first, as I said, let me get my background removed, and I can be here on the corner chilling out. Let's see if it's not too dark. It's all good. All right, so as I said, we have the shapes for almost all the eye movements, and we have the eye shape here. So this is the development scene, right? So that's for that reason it is going to be a little bit, although this is already a very cleaned up version of it. You can see that we have only the blend shapes that are actually working at the moment, and we're gonna move on into the scene in which we are selecting the blend shapes and exporting them. So we're opening here, and let me keep my OBS open here close by. I'm actually blind to the comments now at the moment, unfortunately, but I assume that I can see that somewhere else here. There's no problem. So this is the scene that we are using to sculpt our shapes here. So let me see which one is. Okay, so we have this, and I was working on the blend shapes for the nose here. Now we need to move on and start working on the smile. So this smile here is obviously a full shape. Let me turn on the, do we have shadows on? No. Okay. It's a little tiny too harsh. Let's see if I can adjust some of this attributes here. Okay, so that's going to help us sell a little bit of the shapes here. So now all I'm doing is just checking out which shape is going to help us the most to convey the next expression. So right here we see that the smile is pretty natural. It's also a it is a captured position, so I would expect that to be the case. But we have multiple shapes being activated here, or multiple muscles being activated here. It's good to see that we have many aspects of the mouth here that are important for us, such as the eye bags being lifted by the muscles. So one thing that is interesting to evaluate about the eyes is that it is not moved, or the lower eyelid here is that it is not moved by the actual muscles, it's moved by the fat underneath it. So if we go here and let me get my OBS here. So if we you can try to raise it. Well, you definitely can raise it, right? But when you get the actual volume here, it's mostly like I can be with the eyes completely relaxed and still get volume underneath my eyes. So obviously it is, if you want to get this shape here, it is a combination of the zygomaticus minor and major and the orbicularis oculi. So we have this movement here, which is the, like, it can be also related to like attention, or it's also used on rage, or well, it's the muscle around the eye, right? So you would expect it to be related to most of the shapes of the face. And when you add in the smile, then you have you have the wrinkles. So also the wrinkles on the corner of the eyes cannot be achieved without the contraction of the smile muscles here, like the zygomaticus major and minor. So just to put into context, let me see if I have to get the book open here. Sorry about that. This is Melinda Ozzo's website. Let me get the Zorim here open. So I don't know if I probably cannot use this book as a reference live. I hope I'm not coming out as like, well, I cannot use something that I'm not paying for, but, or at least that I'm paying for, but I don't have the rights for it, right? To expose it online. But you can see here where the zygomaticus major is. I'm not going to be using it openly. I'm just showing it quickly. If that makes sense. But, and to all the Zurim, I mean, man, your book has helped the entire planet at this point, so I hope you don't mind, but you're getting a lot of attention of this book for a long time. So basically then we have all those movements here, and it's interesting that we also have the wrinkles around the eyes, and with that also we can probably evaluate here. Let me get the maps for it. Let's open the so I'll get the what's the name of this thing? Hyper shader. And well, let me change this song immediately because we're not in an epic moment. Well, we are, but I mean, let's just chill out here. So I'm searching here for my project. Let me keep this on the... And it's a shame that I cannot see my comments here right now. I don't know what have I done. But I am... Yeah, you can see my screen on the side there, but since I'm looking to this screen here, might as well just be with you guys here on the... So I'm just searching for some information, and we're gonna keep moving here. So facial rig, I'm gonna go into assets, and I'm going to get the geometry and the blend shapes, and I want the smile. Is it the one that we have active right now? It's actually the happy, not smile. So I'm gonna get the happy, and I'm gonna get the textures, and I'm going to get the normal map and drop it into the scene. So now we are able to move back into our stage here and just add this as a bump here. So I also have to turn it into raw, and then we're going to be using the alpha, and we're probably going to be able to see the wrinkles here from the normal map, which should bring some some level of realism to the expression. Although I can see a little bit of a crash here, which is not necessarily great, and a little bit of a crash here as well. So I don't know what is that about, but we can compare both of... So this is just with normal. What am I missing here though? I think nothing actually. We should be able to see, yeah, you can see the difference between the wrinkles. And this is what we're gonna be using to, and yeah, you can definitely see that it feels better just to have this here placed. And on our version 4 render, we also get already some of this. So let me see here if we have any. Okay, it's all good. All right, so let's keep going here. I'll keep my eye open, but seems to be all good. Anyways, we have this then, and I'll keep the neutral for now because we're not gonna need necessarily. Let me keep my. I'm gonna have to get some protection for cold here. Damn, it's not exactly cold, but might as well be comfortable here. Gonna stay here for some time right now. So, all right, so it's 13 minutes, and we're getting started on the blend shape. So it's always great to try to be dynamic here on the stream. I always try to do my best, but it's also very, very hard to just be so direct. So I'm just gonna check if I can find other shapes that could help us complement that, or yeah, this is the one that we used for the nose wrinkler. Yeah, so this ones here might be of some usefulness. Mouth open left, definitely not. This one is with the mouth open. It doesn't help us too much. Not for this stage at least. I do believe that this is an interesting pose for the Buckinator, but we would probably just close. This would be like this, right? But he is using a little bit of the Zygomaticus major to pull it to the side as well. I'm not sure why he's opening his mouth, but it is a shape that we can definitely translate. This one is a very important shape. And you can see how real it opens the jaw here. And we should need to, yeah, this is also an interesting shape, but it's also a mistake, I believe, because, hey Amash, how's it going, man? Let me say, hey Thiago, how are you? I'm doing pretty good, man. Thanks for stopping by once again. I've been doing some other stuff during this weekend, so I have not streamed, but I'm back. I want to finish this rig as soon as possible. We're so close now, man. And this is Amash here. Oh, and we have Rickson on Facebook as well. Sorry I didn't see that. My comments are not popping up on the side here of the stream as usual, but I'm really happy that you were able to stop by. Thank you so much. Hope you see this in the future if you didn't see it on the stream. All right, so Amash, hope you're doing great, man. Welcome. Okay, so where are we? Okay, so this is the smile. This is not what I need. Yeah, so this is more likely what we need. This would be more like the, what is this? Mouth closed. This is not what we. Okay, so I'm thinking now, how can I... Oh, I see, smile, mouth open, smile, mouth closed. So the smile, yeah, it's pretty good. Now, I'm just checking my own face here as usual. So I'm trying to, I know it's awkward, but what I'm trying to do is replicate the same expression and the feel of it, and try to see like which muscles I'm actually using. So I have my face here on the side of on the monitor. You can see that here. I'm watching, like you're here. I'm watching my own face here on OBS, and so I'm just trying to replicate that. And so you can see there's a subtle difference here on the muscles, right? So I believe there's a big part of the movement that is attached to the buccinator. So you can see that if I just activate the buccinator, there's no smile, right? There's just like that face from that guy that does the reaction to the videos on the internet that they could be so much easier. So now to create the smile, then you need to add a little bit of the zygomaticus major and the zygomaticus minor, and actually a little bit of just a tiny little bit of the levator labius superioris, because you can see that the upper lip here is being pulled up a little bit. So of course, like, it's hard not to move the eyes as well. Yeah, but you can see. So what I mean is we have to try to isolate this movement, because there's a bunch of muscles that are being activated at once here, and that's not necessarily what we want. So Amash is saying something else here. Let me see. So Amash is saying, super busy shifting to a new city, back to the office from tomorrow. Man, that you're moving to a new city. Where are you going? I don't know if we spoke about this before. I don't remember you saying anything like that. But I hope you're doing great, man, on your move out. So there you have it. This is the movement. And we have the actual happy face. So I'm not sure. Let me see, how am I going to isolate this? So we already have the upper lid razor, right, separated. So this is a part of this movement as well. But how much of it though? Can I compare this to though? Okay, so happy here. Let's try. Let's see what happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to duplicate these two guys here. And group them. Oh my god, it looks terrible at the moment, but that's not what we want. So, oh, I see. What I want is just this shape here. And I think I actually have it on this part here. Yeah, I need to duplicate exactly this guy here. Add it here and just go for the -1 again. That's freaking weird. But I'm just trying to see if they can be a part of each other, you know. But you can see that when the muscles are all activated, we have many different things shifting, which is good to see actually, because indeed, at least to the sense that this shape here is up, it needs to push the lips up, and they are relatively on the same, you can see that they're on the same height here. So this is a good indication that they are a part of each other. Of course they are a part of each other, because there's no other way to do it. Oh my god, how long have I been with my face on the screen? Sorry guys. So this is what I'm looking at here. So we have the upper lip razor, and then we have the smile here. So this should be a combination of the smile shape and the, but you can see that without it, it looks pretty terrible, right? Actually, it's funny. Oh my god. But you can see what I mean, right? It's like you have the upper lid razor, and then when you activate the other muscles that are responsible for the smile, then you have the buccinator being activated, the zygomaticus major, zygomaticus minor, and then you get, you can see the transition here from just one muscle to all of the muscles. Now, the thing is, we need to have it isolated so that they can work together. Also, not only that, but the yeah, because this, without this, it makes no sense. It actually it is not like a real thing, it seems. And you can see that the smile with this also doesn't help too much. So this one is easy to mirror, but it's not necessarily only what we're looking after. So I would say the Buccinator would be. So what I'm thinking is how to combine these shapes to get what we need, right? Or how to extract one from the other so that we get the shape that we are looking after. So that we get something like... So we have smile mouth closed, smile mouth open. And these two guys here... So what happened? What happens when I subtract? So I want to group these two guys and subtract this one here. Oh, there we go again. So this is the smile mouth closed, smile mouth open. So you can see the transition here. And to the point of view that it shouldn't be exactly. But you can see actually what's going on here, like what's different. Mostly it is a little bit of upper lip razor, a little bit of the depressor labii inferioris. Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. So Yeah, this is going to be as usual, right? As the whole process. It's going to be okay. So the happy is pushing a lot more. So we're analyzing the shapes here and trying to find the correct approach to this. My best guess would be to isolate the Buckinator and then to add the so Buckinator, adding the Zygomaticus, then the Levator Labis Inferioris, and then the Presser Labis Inferioris. So this would be the smile. Plus the eye shapes, right? Okay, let's go. What would be the Zygomaticus then? Would be like a slight push on the I think that's what it is, because the muscle that has the biggest strength on the face is the Buckinator. That's the largest muscle. It is attached on the back of the mandible and it's pushing your entire face back. And then you have the Zygomaticus major and minor. They are mostly responsible for raising your upper lip, but they do drag a little bit of the lower lip as well. So let's focus on getting this. So this is the closest we have to a Zygomaticus. Or sorry, to a Buckinator. Oh my god. But why would we have something that doesn't work together? That's what I don't understand. Maybe I would have to isolate. Yeah, that's definitely not a cute face. But then yeah, so we don't have, well, we have that's definitely a mentalis shape, and this is the sad face. So let's go and check the map for sad. Let's connect this map here. Yeah, there's a little bit of gain here, but not as much as I thought. Because I thought that we would get a lot from this area here, like the mentalis, we would get all that compression on the mentalis, but it doesn't seem to be the case. It's almost like nothing happened there, so it's fine. Okay, so that's not what we need. Yeah, so probably we will have to sculpt the pressor anguloris from scratch. Yeah. So okay, so then the pressor is going to be there. So can we go from the smile mouth closed? Maybe we can adjust that. There's not much we can do about this guy here. Yeah, so this is an issue here. The shapes, they don't combine properly, so this here should be a good lifter for the upper lip. But then you can do some combo shapes, right? I could have like a combo shape being activated to drive this to the right position. Just way too bad. Yeah, so today is an exploration stream. It's going to be like trying to figure this out. And also this shape here is interesting for mouth open, but it's also like definitely not on. You can see the happiness on his face. It's not only opening the mouth, it's also activating a few other shapes. Yeah, so now it's really learning about the stash that we have here of shapes. But let's focus on the smile. Yeah. Let's go, Bob. Let's go. How's it going, man? We need to make progress. I know it's a little bit, of a stressful process here, but we're gonna get there, man. I have faith. So what we're doing here. Do we have Okay, so I'm thinking, how am I going to isolate this? And I think that already we have the option to do like at least this bottom part here, I know we can do. Yeah, I think this is a good one. Yeah, you know what? Let's start from that. Might not be the ideal path, but let's keep going. I'm gonna call it depressor anguli. I'm not gonna say oris because it's quite evident. Or not. Let's say oris. I'm gonna add it back into the blunt shape. I'm gonna turn off that guy and turn on this guy. So what we're gonna be doing initially is just painting out. This is crashing a lot here, but we can try to fix that. Let's see how it goes. There's no other way. So you know what? Let's do it the proper way here. I want to see the map at the moment. Why? Actually. Wow, that's weird. I don't know why that mask was there. Nice. If you're just smoothing it out a little bit. Again, as I usually say, this process of painting blend shapes is usually just doing it, right? I mean, there's not much that we can say here except what I am actually think or why am I doing the things that I'm doing. And I'm just trying to isolate one muscle from the rest of the movements here. Well, in my case here, I can see that my muscle affects a whole bunch of things. So it affects all of this area here. A little bit of the cheek. These are two different muscles. Let's try to isolate that. Yeah, the inside of the mouth has something weird to it. A weird way of watching this. Yeah, so this is definitely not good. Gotta get rid of it. Okay, so just slowly adjusting this. Okay, so I'm trying to again isolate the movement here of the depressor unguli oris. And then of course after that we're gonna mirror it to both sides, right? Let's keep moving. This is relatively isolated at the moment. It could get a lot better. Of course, there's always room for improvement. But we're gonna have to keep moving here and doing it. Oh, I do have to check to get this out of the way here, because this is definitely not what we want. And I don't have my sync on, so I'm mouse clicking it to death. So it's 1 hour of stream already, and we're continue to push it. A complicated piece here. Some of this will likely have to be adjusted on post, to the sense that we need to get it need to duplicate the shape and then just sculpt it out of the way, because right now it's definitely crushing a little bit there. But also, when you get all the shapes working together, it's very hard to separate. Like, yeah, I would have to sculpt it. I don't even know at this point. Right now, I'm gonna have to. Let's see some music here from Epidemic Sound. It was a little better. Not immensely better, but a little better. And then, of course, there's this terrible crashing here that's going to be that we're going to have to fix with modeling. We could actually have a cluster here. Yeah, but let's not complicate things right now and keep moving. Okay, great. Where am I at here? Okay, so we have one isolated there. But oh man, you know what? You know what's going on? This shape here is wrong, which is a bad thing. Look at the way that the lips are. Oh man. No bueno. Okay, so there's a lot of work still on the shapes, and I am going to go now. This is it for me. So what's going on right now? Let's just recap. We have the mouth shapes getting started. So we already have the nose wrinkler, and let me get my background back just to get some context here into the scene. So we have the upper lip raiser and the nose wrinkler going on another version of the rig, already implemented into the action stack, ready to work. And now we are trying to bring in all of the other shapes. So we're trying to build a smile, right? Which is involving the buccinator, the zygomaticus minor and major, and the upper lip raiser, and also the depressor angulioris. Sorry, the depressor labii inferioris. So these are the muscles that are going to when they're compounded, you're going to get this smile. So the hard thing about these muscles is to get them to work together. That's the hard thing. We can get the buccinator. So ideally, then what we probably will be doing is creating the most decent buccinator that we can possibly do. So this guy, and then start to work on the other muscles. So and start to build the smile up on that. So separate the zygomaticus. So you can see that there's a difference, you know. So if we do just a smile, and if we separate it, you have different muscles pushing it up and down. And this is the levator labii superioris. But then you also have the zygomaticus that's just spreading just the corner of the mouth. You see, this is what it looks like without the buccinator, and then just the levator or just the zygomaticus major. And now if I add the levator labii, then you start to get the smile. Yeah. So we're going to isolate these guys and make them work together. But that's it for today. We're going to be working on it tomorrow. Anyways, we're starting the engines back, and we're getting back into working on this until we get it done. Now it's Monday, and we're going all the way in until we get these shapes and this project is finished once and for all. But we also have a bunch of renders. So tomorrow I'll be back with renders already before I start the stream, so that we can observe the results that we already have, which are not bad at all. It's starting to get to shape, getting into certain shape, and we're gonna watch that. So for today, thank you so much for stopping by, and if you Umesh is always around, and I'm very happy to have him, and I hope you're doing great, Umesh. And